Bay Area Compass. Located at BayAreaCompass.blogspot.com.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Don Julio. Give me that fire content. Once again, I'm representing BayAreaCompass. I'm with my boy, Quad High.
What's up with you, man?
Thanks,
man.
man.
For having me done.
Thanks for joining the platform, bro. I appreciate you being here, man.
Thank
So
you.
let's just talk about the music for right now. Let's get into some other things right now. So you just dropped your album. Is it an album or a mixtape?
It's an album. Yeah, solo album, Way Up.
Way Up.
Yeah.
I want to speak a little bit about that. What can people look forward to that?
So it's out right now. My name is Quad High again. The album is Way Up, available on all streaming services, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, everything like that. And well, this year I've been putting out a project one every month. So this one actually took me a little longer. It took me a little longer to culminate. I handpicked some of the songs off there and then put it on there. Make sure I like this one and this was the same vibe. Make sure this one was strong lyrically, had a good beat. So this is a lot of handpicked stuff over a few months. How we've been working our way up, came together nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, what are the features on the album, and like how did you approach this album compared to some of your other projects?
This one was really taking my time. Usually I have a focused goal of, okay, I'm doing this project and this is going to be the vibe of it. This one was just me going in the studio and feeling myself and getting the vibe for the new producers we have and really going to work. And so this one is just kind of more freelance, and then if it had the same vibe, then I brought it together. So it's really like, it has some hitters on it all the way
You say
through.
it's more quality or quantity or a little bit of both?
Quality, because I had 40 tracks to choose from and there's 13 on the project.
What made you choose the 13 out of the 40?
Beat got to hit. Beat is important, just because that catches the audience's attention first, in my opinion. And then lyrically, that's what I pride myself is on, like my lyrical ability and how well I present myself and my ideas and my concepts and the things I've been through, and give you a picture through my words.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I like, and all these ones is exquisite to me.
When I hear your music, man, I hear lyricism.
Thank you.
That's kind of a dying art right now.
Yes, it is.
How do you feel like you can approach social media or kind of approach your audience, where people are just consuming so much media right now and kind of just spitting it out? Like, how do you keep yourself in the eye of this audience who's just so ready to go on to the next thing?
I think it's finding your audience first,
Mm-hmm.
and then really capturing them.
Mm-hmm.
So the people that's going to rock with you and love your style is going to always be drawn to you. And if you go outside of that, they're going to kind of like, this ain't what I came here for,
Yeah.
This ain't him. He's not being original. He's not being himself. So I just make sure I always be myself, always present like my truth, the truth I've been through, what I've seen my people go through. And then the people that really attach to that are going to be the ones who rocking with me no matter what. And I'm only going to get better and continue to put out projects. So I think the people that's rocking is going to stay tuned no matter what.
Gotcha.
Right.
You've been doing this a long time. I was looking at some of your stuff, man. I was seeing stuff, past 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what's some of the things you've been changing now with your approach to putting your music out there, promoting yourself, as in compared to, say 10 years ago?
Well, this is, I'm in a position where this is my job now.
Mm.
So, when I'm younger, when I'm 18 years old, I'm really, my hustle ain't that strong where I could just be hustling.
You're not,
what I mean?
being serious about it.
Yeah, I'm really going job to job. I got a 9 to 5. I got to work my music around my 9 to 5.
Mm.
I'm all the way into this shit. Like, every opportunity that comes by me, I'm taking it. Every opportunity, every door I see open, I'm going through it. And I'm working my ass off right now. I work, like I said, I work now. I own my own business.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had my kids already, and now I'm in a position where I could just go ahead and focus on this, and I can make sure this is my life right now.
Let's speak about some of your businesses and then lead that back into the music. So you have a cannabis business,
right?
Correct?
Yeah.
You want to speak a little bit about where people can find that and how maybe they can,
website. Yeah, thank you. Website being worked on right now, but you can find us on Weed Maps if anybody know weedmaps.com or the Weed Maps app. Just go on there and search Lifted Village, and you'll find us in the delivery section. We got one of the best menus in the Bay Area. We're going crazy.
So what made you inspired to make a weed business? Because that sounds a lot easier than to some people than it actually can be. It seems like a lot of paperwork. Got to get the weed together. Speak a little bit about maybe someone who wants to start their own weed business, how hard it can be, or how
it's definitely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely difficult. But I've been selling weed since I was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I bought my first half ounce from my cousin when I was 10 and sold it to my friends and was smoking since I was like 10. So it's crazy. So I've been doing this forever. So now it's come together. When Prop 215 was out, me and my brother started Lifted Village, and we had a nonprofit organization where we was able to maneuver in the gray area of the cannabis industry, but it was more of like the culture. It was more cannabis culture. It was more for the patients. It was medically driven and not profits driven. So you had to have a nonprofit. So we was into that for about a year, and then Prop 64 passes, and that just shake the whole game up. Now it's industry, straight industry, and I already had a foot in the door, and I wasn't gonna take it out just because they came and switched the game, and I went head first. Got a lawyer. Shout out to my lawyer, Mahal Montoya. If anybody looking to start a weed business, start with her. Strictly delivery, working on different licenses like manufacturing, cultivation, because I love to grow too. I have a green thumb. We have our own strains. And then we have the space for a storefront. We just need to make sure we're in the lottery and get our number picked.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was born San Francisco, General Hospital, 1990. I'm 29. My mom was 15 when she had me. I'm the oldest of all my siblings. So it was a little many. Like at points, I'm happy like by the time I was like 10, 11, our footing was a little more stable. But like growing up, it was a little just transitioning from neighborhood to neighborhood, from house to house. It was a little many, but my mom pulled it out though. So we ended up moving to like, Daly City, to the suburbs. Got adjusted, but my family was always in San Francisco. Everything. My big family. I'm Samoan, Japanese, and a bunch of Europeans. I'm not exactly sure which ones. I think Irish. I'm pretty sure I'm Spanish, Portuguese.
You like the whole Ancestry.com.
Yeah, I know. I want to go in there, but I'm not sure if they're gonna clone me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're gonna clone me if I give them my DNA or something.
For real, man. You won't be stuck in the system then.
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe I did something like 10 years ago. I don't even remember, and they get my DNA. I'm kind of good, so I don't know what's going on with that. But
do you focus on race? Like you said, you were Japanese, and some other things. Like, does that affect your music, or is that just who you are and you just approach it in your own individual way?
I don't think it affects my music too much. Like I don't.
Like, what kind of rapper do people see you as? Like, I don't see Japanese when I see you.
Yeah.
I see like maybe Hispanic or
somebody.
something.
A lot of people see Latin. A lot of people think I'm mixed with white and black. A lot of Ooses and Polynesians know I'm Polynesian, and I think that works for me because some people, I think, especially the Samoans and Polynesians, get stuck in our own area and within our own people as our own fans, and don't get to go outside of that. So I think it works for me in both ways. I am Samoan. You can't take that away from me. So I'm gonna be cool with my own people, but I look like everybody else. But I talk and move like almost a lot of people can feel how I move and how I talk because it's not only central in my culture.
Do you feel a responsibility to maybe put your people on the map? Because Polynesian, Samoan, like I can't name a famous Polynesian or Samoan person. I think The Rock might be both. I don't know. You know what I mean? So,
Samoan and Polynesian. Samoan is Polynesian. So.
It's the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I'm so uneducated.
It's all good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you feel that responsibility?
Yeah, I do. There is an extra sense of responsibility, the extra weight of pressure you feel a little bit, and I think you should feel at this point where I'm really taking it serious, and I want to give a good look for my people. I don't want them to be like, he's Samoan, look what he's doing. He's doing some weak ass shit.
For real. I don't want a bad reputation.
Not at all. So everything I do, I make sure it's quality, and every time somebody asks, even without them asking, they're gonna know where I'm from and what I am.
Do you hear good feedback from your Polynesian brothers?
Yeah.
They're telling you like keep doing it.
Keep doing it. And then a lot of people tell me like a lot of us don't sound like you, bro. Like you gotta let the world know that we can climb in past this scene and go to the next scene because we can sound like that. We can sound better than that and bring a whole different feel to that. So I get good feedback from my people.
You have that kind of like energy and that vibe that can kind of take yourself forward. You know what I mean? Right. Some artists, let's be real, are dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? They don't know how to carry a brand. I feel like if you can find that, say if you get like a hit that gets like 1 million views, I feel like I can trust you to kind of like take that wave and kind of keep growing with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How do you feel about some of these artists that kind of get that 1 million views but just don't know how to take off in that scenario where they can kind of blow up? Like,
man, I think about it a lot. I've never been in that position, so I can't tell you. I think my biggest, I probably got 10K. Y'all go help me and check me out. I probably got 10K on my biggest, like most views on my record. So I couldn't tell you exactly, but I think if I get in that position, I got too many outlets and too many ways to use my abilities not to go ahead and grow from there.
You see that, you're like, I'm going off.
Yeah. If I get anything close to that exposure, it's going to be many. Yeah. So
you think it's because mainly these kids just don't realize what they have, so they just kind of take it for granted? when they get that kind of
maybe
exposure?
I can't speak for everybody, but maybe it came too easy. Maybe that was their second video they ever dropped.
Or first.
Maybe their first or second video they ever dropped. Maybe they partner shot it for free and they didn't even pay for it. You know, they didn't have anything written out. It was just shoot us, me and my homies here, shoot me and my homies here, shoot me with this, and then we're going to put it up and it blow up. And I respect it because some people just have an energy that attract, but it's not like that for me. So I know I'm just going to have to keep working and make it for myself.
I feel you, brother. How did you get the name Quad High?
Quad High, well, Quad Up, Quad High is it originates from somebody giving me something, and it's supposed to come back a certain way, and it come back 4 times the amount it's supposed to come back.
Gotcha. Quadruple.
Yeah. Quadruple.
And then super high.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I don't know if the high was related to
it's like Quad Up. Well, it's just actually high is like I want people to know too, because it's not just about being stoned out your mind. It's about having a higher mindset too. It's about being like, I'm good, I'm high above all the bullshit that's supposed to be below me. Like, I'm not coming down there.
So people go to a Quad High concert. What can they expect energy wise?
All the way up.
All the way up.
And it's live. And it's live.
Gotcha.
I'm not doing karaoke. I'm not rapping over a song. You know, I'm not lip singing. Like, come out and maybe I got the hook playing, but I'm rocking that motherfucker. Maybe I might adjust it to the crowd. So you gonna get it.
You coming in on time?
I'm coming. What? I'm there early, blowing it down. But I learned, man, you can't even come early to these motherfuckers because everybody late.
For real.
They
don't expect you to come on.
Sound check 6. Okay, I get there at 6. DJ not here.
Oh wow.
What?
The whole DJ.
I came from the city. I ain't got nobody out here.
Can't even trust nobody.
I can't even go nowhere. I'm about to blow it down with the people, so I usually end up smoking like a zip or two with whoever around, like the bar or something, or wherever I'm performing the venue. So it's cool. So I end up getting to meet a lot of people, have some deeper conversations than I would just going in and doing my set.
What's the next project for Quad High, and what are some features that maybe we can expect on that album?
Oh, so this one actually is going to be feature heavy, just because we've been putting out a lot of stuff and it's been mainly focused on the team. So this one is going to be feature heavy. Probably have another track with Baby Gas in there, CB from SAC. I'll have Pook Nuts from San Francisco, Cash Alley Chop from San Francisco, Crim Naughty from San Francisco, and He Raw from Singer. He just dropped something, Hook Songs EPs. That shit is crazy. He hadn't been working in a minute, so I got him on this album, Criminati again. And then hopefully I get Ado on another track. So, we got some nice ones coming together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, when you were saying you had like 40 songs and you picked like 13 out of that for the album, when you go to make a song, do you get the beat and then you make the lyrics? Do you work with the producer from scratch? Like, speak a little bit about how you approach your music and like how you want that song to come for its finishing product.
Well, I like to switch it up. Usually my whole style in life is I don't have really a routine besides I'm gonna be smoking and trying to hustle. That's the only thing, you know. And spending time with my kids. There's certain consistencies that you're gonna have, but everything else is just switched up from day to day. So especially while making music. So I'll get the beat. Most of the time I'll have the producer send me a beat, or I'll listen through some of their beats, and then I'll get a vibe like, oh, I could rock with this one. I ain't even got to listen to it past 20 seconds. Just send it, and I'll figure it out later. Sometimes I get an idea, and I get a few bars in my head. I write it down. I write the melody, and then I listen to beats that try to fit that. But then most of the time, or some of the times, I work from scratch too. But it doesn't work out like that usually. Just because my father was a great man, like he wasn't there all the time. It was, man, if you want to talk, he was top 10 most wanted in Hawaii. Oh, damn. Like, so he's been doing a lot of shit. As well? No, I'm just Samoan, so. Okay. But, you know, his lifestyle wasn't conducive of raising children. And, like, I didn't feel like it was an obligation for him, or he didn't feel like it was an obligation as I got older. But I always viewed him as a hero growing up. And just as you get older and you learn more about the situation, you come to terms with stuff. And I've come to terms with it, so. But
Are you cool with your father?
He's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
You done fucked up twice, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, cool. I'm about to say
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Cool.
That's all good. I ain't too sensitive about the stuff, so don't even worry about it, bro.
Shit, yeah.
Off top. We was towards the later years, we was cool. He died when I was 16, so like those I guess those important years of like as becoming a man, he wasn't there for me. So that was just there. And then even growing up, he wasn't really there. Just I have like memories, certain memories, and my family thinks very highly of him, and I don't like to like put them down or nothing like that. So you know what it is. But I do love that I'm there for my kids every day. Like I get to be there every day, and I make sure I'm there every day, just because I know what it's like.
So I saw some of the music videos. I saw the thing with Big Gas. I really fucked with the music
Baby
video.
Gas.
Baby Gas. Baby Gas.
Yeah, on top.
Yeah, that was some fire ass videos and everything too.
Right on.
What's the next music video you're gonna drop?
It should be out. Fucking Bro Jackson, bro. I've been waiting like 6 weeks, bro.
He
I hope
dropped
you get to
it?
hear. He ain't dropped my shit, bro.
Right.
He ain't dropped my shit. So he need to drop my shit, man. That shit was paid for. So yeah, it ain't. I don't owe no money on my video, yo. I swear to God, that shit paid for. But I think it was just the concept I wanted to run with. It takes a little more time, so it's okay. I have like I seen he was doing a photo shoot, and the way he was doing a photo shoot was he was taking like 50 photos, and it would kind of slowly move the picture, so almost a boomerang. But it wasn't. It was kind of looked like a boomerang, but it didn't go back and forth. It was just a whole motion, but looked like boomerang. A whole bunch of pictures, and I was like, bro, I want this throughout the whole video. So I know taking those and putting it through the videos taking a little extra time, but you still slacking, bro. Way Up is the new video called, and that's off Way Up the album too.
Way Up. What are some of the people you want to work with in the future, maybe from the Bay, and then maybe just some mainstream artists as well?
Remedy 415 from the city. I don't know if you've heard of him before, but he's pretty big and he's raw. He's a producer, he's a singer, rapper, writer, does all the shit. So he's raw from the city. Him, and I wouldn't call him like a protege, but somebody who come up under him and is like blown up himself now. Lil Bean, he wet, and then industry-wise, fuck it, man. Give me Rihanna, and we good. Give me Rihanna on the train, and we straight.
The song don't even have to be good. Just give me the booth.
Just come on, just give me the booth, man. We gonna blow it down with Riri.
Straight up. Quad Eye, what is your favorite weed strain?
Right now, Gary Payton.
Gary Payton?
Yeah.
I've never had that before, but
GP.
It seems like that would get me really high up and give me some crazy ass energy.
Yeah.
Is that an indica?
Indica dominant is Wildlife number 20 crossed with Snowman.
Gotcha.
And Wildlife is like one of those phenols that's in the Cookies archives that they don't really bring out. They haven't brought it to full production. I'm not sure why. Maybe it doesn't look like that. But I've seen a couple packs where it looks good, but the terp profile, like the gas on it, is like very distinct, and it comes out in the GP mostly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, man, I see, kind of putting your foot in like multiple doors. Like, you're in the weed business. I mean, you're in clothing business. You're in the music business. Like, say if music didn't work out, would you be fine with just doing your other things, or is music still the forefront of what you're trying to do?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm gonna be doing it regardless. Like I feel this. It feels good to me as an outlet for me. It focuses my mind. Like my mind races a lot. I smoke. If I don't smoke, I'm doing like 30 things at a time, and I probably only can handle 25 at a time or something. So this is like this and marijuana and like spending time with my children is like what slows me down and like focuses me. So I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. If it works out or not, it worked out for me. Shout out to my family. Can't do it without y'all. Every time I need something, my kids, my girl. Shout out to Lifted Village, the whole team. Shout out to Dream King Studios. Shout out to Jay at Dream Kings, my damn engineer for the last 10 years who be going crazy. Shout out to Gary Archer. Shout out to BayAreaCompass, down Julio.
Let's go.
And we finna get it in this year. It's Lifted Village, man. Let's turn it up.
That's how we do it, bro.
Up top.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.